before any type of accessibility software or just technology was available, I would have to wait until the sun was just at the right time, almost close to sunset, where it was almost horizontal with my line of sight, and I would sit on the hood of a car and face my book towards the sun, and I would have to get my reading in that way. Or I would have to wait till my family went to bed, and I would stand on the chair and hold my book up to the fluorescent light in the kitchen. You know, I had two brothers and a sister and a mom and a dad, and we were always using the living room, the kitchen, and the dining room. So standing in a chair when the house is hustling, bustling, just didn't seem like a pragmatic option at that point. You know, I had to find ways to get around, my disability. I didn't want anybody to knock me down, and I didn't want to be in my parents' way as they were cooking or cleaning. I'm John Castillo, and I am a technology teacher at the Criss Cole Rehabilitation Center here in Austin, Texas. I was born with congenital cataract, so yes, I was born blind. My mother had contracted rubella, or the German measles, during her first trimester. I'm so glad that she is a staunch Catholic, because doctors had told her that I would come out stillborn or missing limbs, Down syndrome at best, and they had urged her to terminate the pregnancy, but she stuck to it. 3 months after I was born, my father was just trying to give me little visual cues to follow, and he was noticing that I wasn't, responding to anything visually, so they took me to a doctor here in Austin named Doyle Leslie, and a few days later I had the cataract moved, and then 11 subsequent surgeries to try to help with my strabismus and nystagmus and just everything that went along with it. When I was 16, I attended a summer camp at the School for the Blind, and my English tutor showed me a CCTV, and it was just as if the world had opened up. I could not believe it. I was astonished and overwhelmed with joy at the possibilities, that this CCTV, could do for me, and overwhelmed with joy at the fact that these machines existed. And they were in black and white, and they were huge and clunky, but they were better than anything I had. I remember that summer reading books that I didn't get an opportunity to read, because I just couldn't keep up sometimes in class, or I would just get discouraged, So I went back and read a lot of magazines and books, especially sports books based on sports, NFL, NBA, runners like Billy Mills, and boxers like Muhammad Ali, who I just really thought were just wonderful people. And so I think I probably read about 25 books in that 6-week period of time. Some were small, some were novels, but gosh, it was just outstanding. The possibilities were endless. I could read for a longer period of time. I wouldn't be hunched over. I could read when I wanted to read. Wouldn't have to rely on sunlight or an empty kitchen to read. It was just talking about it now, it just brings back such positive feelings, you know what I mean? The bridge between a CCTV and Newsline is communication. Communication and information are the key to success for anybody. Whether you're a technology teacher, an athlete, a chef, the better you are able to access your information, your knowledge base, your interest, and then apply that information, the more successful you'll be. And Newsline has not just news articles, but they have job listings. They have, oh my gosh, they have you can access so many search filters. You can really be specific in the information that you want. Newsline has opened up a wider variety of outlets for information. Before, I would have to rely on the internet, and I would have to read, just physically sit down and read the articles on the internet. Newsline has given me the ability to listen as opposed to just sitting and reading there. It's freed me up to do other chores around the house while I listen. And also, it gives me a huge source of information, from the New York Times to the LA papers to the Dallas Morning News, the Houston Chronicle, and of course our lovely Austin American Statesman. Newsline gives me more freedom. It gives me the opportunity to keep moving around the house, take care of tasks, take care of my children, take care of chores. My children get the opportunity to listen what I'm listening to, ask questions. Sometimes the topics are above their head, so I have to do my best to explain it at a level they can understand. But you know, it's just a way to keep us connected as a family. It allows me and my wife to try and keep our children up to date with current events. You know, because often children will just, you know, they'll be in their own little world, and really all they care about is the latest shoes and the best videos and, you know, the newest music. And you know, I feel like because of Newsline and the opportunity that we have to listen to it while our kids are moving around in a very informal fashion, you know, the better they are informed about what's going on in today's world. Newsline helps me be a better parent. Just like my CCTV helped me to be a better student, Newsline helps me to be a better parent.
I'm Liz Weiscarver, the NFB-NEWSLINE Texas coordinator. If you are legally blind and interested in subscribing to the free information service, please call me at 346-704-0145. NFB-NEWSLINE can help you live the life you want and read all the information independently without having to wait for somebody else to help you.